It's 1:09 approximately. I don't know. But if I do start talking and I don't have you wait or a meeting, then I'm gonna be talking with my mouth open, with my mouth full. So that's a good way to start this video. I just wanted to say this is a sequel to the earthquake video that I just added yesterday. Yeah, thank you for whoever was watching it yesterday. I want to come up with relevant things so nobody really makes like videos after an event, you know. They always tend to stay focused on the event on that day, and then the next day it's like, how do people feel about it then? Or like, has it been normal? Or like, you know, what were the circumstances like afterwards the following day? So this is what this video is about. I didn't hear anything much from anyone, but I did end up talking to one of my boys, I guess, and he heard about it. He heard about the earthquake that happened here in San Francisco, California, United States of America, yeah, etc. You know. But what can I say about it? All I can really say is that nobody really mentioned it. It wasn't on the news or nothing like that. I don't know why it's normal. Like, I've been here my whole life. I'm 32. And basically, this is incredibly unusual. I think it sucks, and I think it got something to do with how fearful people can be when it comes to an earthquake, you know. Then people are like, oh my god, I gotta move out of San Francisco, I gotta move out of the Bay Area, you know, I gotta leave California. And you don't want, if you're like working up there, like politically, like you're gonna want to keep people in San Francisco and California, even if there are chances that in the next 2 to 4 years there's gonna be an earthquake that's gonna kill everybody or kill hella people, you know. They're not gonna mention that. They're not gonna say, hey, you know, by the way, there's like some, you know, there's some stuff going on with the San Andreas fault, and even though we should be telling you because we're the responsible people, we're the government of the United States of America, you know, maybe everybody should evacuate. No. You know, first of all, people aren't going to really do that. So they're like, you know, I'm guessing nobody's really going to listen to us. And then two, they want to be on our side. Why? It's all financial. I don't want to talk much more about that aspect of it. But then, third of all, you know, it's like they don't want people leaving here. They want to make money every single day off of us, you know. Every single day we buy some shit from the store, we pay taxes on it, we get a paycheck, the government takes taxes from those paychecks that we are receiving, you know. Then there's other idiots who don't even have mental illnesses, and then they get on social security income. You know, not that I'm one of those people, but people are crazy out there. People do that. And then they fuck themselves over because then they gotta take medication and they're not even crazy. I wonder how well that's going for them, you know. I mean, I gotta take injections and shit, but what happened? I'm not talking to you. And yeah, got some healing soul meditation type of stuff going on. Hold on. There I go. Hold on. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, that's the little channel thing that's going on. It's pretty nice. I figured I'd heal my body and my soul because I need to heal my soul. It's very important if you ask me. I think that the body is in part heart, soul, because we all have a soul. At least the guys do. I'm kidding. I don't know. I wonder about that a lot. Like soulmate type of stuff. Like, then what would a woman be consisted of? Not like that. I'm a big thinker, so I think about these things already and a lot. So then there's and then you have a spirit. When I say spirit, I really have no idea what I'm talking about. It's just all scriptural, like based on this one time when I read the Bible. It says that just to make it brief, there was this part in the Bible that Jesus was asked something about what's the most important commandment, and then Jesus responded to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your spirit, and with all your mind. And then I was thinking, well, if I'm gonna do that, let's say I do that, how do I can imagine with all my heart. I couldn't really fathom loving God with your soul, and then on top of that, loving him with your spirit, and then with your mind. I could imagine the mind, making sure your thoughts are all like holy or whatever. But my point is like the spirit, I just go based on that because I read that book before and I deem it to be true because I didn't find any conflictions. I could go on about that, but I'm not. I just believe that the Bible is somehow true and that the information in there is right. Yeah. Anyways, this is and also I also believe that the Quran is true too. Then there's also this book called the Council Book, the Popol Vuh. It was the Bible of the Mayans. I believe that shit's true too. I haven't read it entirely, but it kind of, it's just, I am 1/8 Guatemalan, which is, it got something to do with the Mayans, but it doesn't matter what I am. But my point is that I like my heritage, my blood lineage tracing back to indigenous Central America, where before, kind of like the history of the United States of America, how Christopher Columbus came through and seen a lot of Native Americans, there was a lot of killing going on. But then there's reservations nowadays where the actual people, the Navajo and etc., they still are a people and alive to this day. Whereas me, I feel like I'm a diluted indigenous Central American where I have no connection to my ancestors coming from Central America, like the tribes that used to exist in the 1500s. They're not there anymore, besides the Mayans in Mexico and in Guatemala, but if you were to take a Salvadorian, for example, and then ask them, oh, so what were the customs of your people? We don't fucking know, because there was a thing that went on where when the Spanish people came over to the people from England came over to North America. The people from Spain, the Spanish, they came to Central America, raped all the women, and then now there's people like me where I'm like half Spanish and half native to Central America. But I just have faith, I guess, that the book that they wrote, like their Bible, the Popol Vuh, is true too, because so far I've read like the first 2 chapters of it. There's only like 4, and it seems to be true to me. What I wanted to say was that this is good. It's like wasabi. And there were no earthquakes today. That's good. But it makes me think there's gonna be another little earthquake like that, because there was another one like a few weeks ago or a few months ago, and I felt that shit too. And then if you use your logical mind and you step outside of the box that we're in, and we don't do anything other than forget really quickly, just for 5 minutes, fuck our televisions, forget going to work, forget school, forget everything. What is the earth about, like Mother Earth and stuff like that? What exactly is, what exactly is happening to Earth? And there's earthquakes, and then if you think about it, well, there's supposed to be like an earthquake pretty soon. So if there's like 2 earthquakes in a row, what if there's a third one? Maybe not. All right, sure, whatever. But there's gonna be an earthquake, and nobody's really talking about it. I don't think it's been on the media or nothing like that. I guess my boy who heard about it was on the radio. Sorry, I'm not in tune with, like, I don't watch the news. I don't really watch my television besides YouTube videos and playing my PlayStation 5. Where is it? I think you can see it. Anyways, you probably couldn't, but I got a PS5. It's pretty tight. I like racing cars on it. I wish I had a real car, but I don't. This is wasabi. But yeah, I guess there's gonna be no more earthquakes and stuff, but that's just how I feel about it today. I hope that people think about it, and like, there's 2 sides of it. On the one hand, if you were smart and you knew what you were doing, and like you really wanted to like somehow financially profit off of an earthquake, or financially secure yourself from whatever earthquake that's gonna happen in California pretty soon, I would move the hell out of California for the next 5 years and just go find another place, and go rent another place. It's pretty cheap out there. I mean, what are you gonna do? Stay here? I mean, if you have a house, that's another story. Maybe it's just a good vacation thing, but it's like, it's time for us as people to really wake up and start re-reasoning what we already reason out to be true. It's whatever, it's just an earthquake. It might happen, it might not. It's gonna happen. And so you want to prepare for that. You prepare for the storm. When it's cold outside, you take a jacket. Why I don't want to ask why, but we should, as people with minds, as a cognitive species, be incredibly a lot more aware of shit that's happening in our world. If a tiger is out there loose, you're not gonna go and pet it. You're gonna probably shoot it or something like that, something sad like that. But you plan for storms, you plan for a cold day, you plan for a hot day. You might even move, drive away from your city if there's going to be a tornado, or if there is one going on. So why not take something like an earthquake, which we're not really there yet. We don't know when the hell the earthquake is gonna happen. But if we know it's gonna happen soon, why don't we start being like not just civilized, but incredibly civilized to the point that we are able to live in in on the earth that we as people, as human beings, as Homo sapiens or whatever we're called, or we call ourselves, to maneuver around that and to be all that we can be. You know, it's just something that we could possibly do. And so on the one hand, you can move out, of San Francisco, out of California, but at the same time, if you're gonna stay, if you're like the other type of people like me, like I would stay in San Francisco until I die, because like I just love my city. I love this city. But like, why not be more grateful or something like that? Appreciate the life that you have while you have it. Go to the Asian Art Museum near Civic Center, right across the street from City Hall, if you know what I'm talking about. There's an Asian museum here. Why not go to the Trans Pyramid building? It might not be there in 5 years from now. It might be. It might not be. Who's to say how big the earthquake is going to be, like I was saying in the other video. Sorry, I've done a lot of drugs in my life, so I'm going to probably say this for the third time, but this is wasabi, seaweed, and it's very good. It has wasabi in it. I could taste it. I didn't even read the package, but I just feel like I didn't say that 3 times. I'm gonna, for entertainment purposes, just watch this video myself to see if I really said it 3 times or not. And that's what I wanted to say, that this is very good, and you should go to Chinatown in San Francisco or maybe in Oakland and buy yourself some wasabi, seaweed. Oh look, it just said wasabi. I seen it. So not that I'm gonna read all your comments, which I probably will, because I don't think I'll have like 10,000 viewers. But so I'm not making no promises that I'm gonna read every single comment. But you should let me know what you think about the earthquake. It's always a good thing to express yourself. Then other people could see like what you had to say. Anybody that's watching this video. Because like, what would you do if you were living in San Francisco or even in California for that matter, and you're in the same position that I'm in? I'm in a place where there's going to be an earthquake pretty soon, and what is there to do?